This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by eXp Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
Chocolate chip pancakes. That's what we're talking about today on the show. My name is Johnny Jennings. I promise this has something to do with real estate, and we have a special guest with us as well. Her name, well, before I tell you her name, she's my ex-girlfriend. She's still draining the wallet.
Wow. Can you believe you just said that? Who actually drains the wallet more in your family? Valerie.
He does for sure.
Absolutely.
Just for clarification, it's Valerie. She's my wife, lovely wife. We have one kid on the way. And we are going to be talking. I want to tell a little quick story, and it has to do with chocolate chip pancakes.
I love on the weekends waking up and making my kids chocolate chip pancakes. Oh my gosh. Put a little bit of vanilla in them and cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah, my kids
level.
love them. That's right. You got it. And sometimes I'll put them into shapes like Mickey Mouse or something like that.
Love
Aww.
it. Well, that's kind of what happened. So the chocolate chip pancake story. I woke up. Valerie and I work a lot, and so we don't always get to see Jack. Jack's our 2-year-old, as much as we would hope to, and as often as he would like to see us. And so I woke up. It was Saturday morning. I was going to be spending the morning with him. We were going to have chocolate chip pancakes, and in this industry, it can be busy. And we got a call at 7:45 in the morning. Like I had just woken him up, like just gotten him out of bed. The coffee was brewing. Valerie was making the pancakes. Like we are ready to go. We were having a chocolate chip pancake Saturday. And the phone rings. Answer the phone, and it's a neighbor from one of the listings we have. And they called the number on the for sale sign, and they said the lights were on in the house. And you're probably thinking, okay, Johnny, people live in homes. What's the big deal? Well, this particular home happened to be vacant, so the lights are not supposed to be on. And what happened so I'm hoping somebody just left, like another agent just left the lights on.
Sure.
Right? Somebody
Somebody did a showing and they left the closet light on or the hallway light on.
Simple as that. But in the off case that somebody's in the home that's not supposed to be, we put chocolate chip pancakes on hold, and I hop in the car and I head to the home. And while I'm driving there, I call a buddy agent just in case there's somebody there. He shows up, and we show up at the property, and there's a homeless lady in the garage. The garage is detached, and I'm thinking, okay, this is weird. Why is there a homeless lady in the garage, and why are the lights on in the house? I'm still trying to put the pieces together. So we start talking with her, and we come to find out that she was kicked out of the home, which is kind of ironic because she's not even supposed to be in the home in the first place.
Like a foreclosure? Or what do you mean kicked out of the home? So
her druggy boyfriend, they broke into this house together, he had kicked her out of the home that neither of them were supposed to be in.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And so she was in the garage and hanging out there with her purse and a scooter, and so like trying to figure out what's going on, call the cops.
So wait a second, back up, because this is super interesting. What did she say when she saw you? Like, oh, good morning.
She's like, I need you to let me back into my house.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm like,
You're like, that's not your house.
This isn't your house, darling. And so call the cops. And so this is honestly a shout out to the Sacramento PD. They were there like 15 minutes, very, very quick. Showed up, 2 officers, male and female, very professional, very nice. Like there's a lot of, press around the cops these days. And I just wanted to make sure that, this was a very positive interaction. So they're talking with respect and kindness to the homeless lady. Then she's telling us about how her boyfriend's in the house. So they go up, so we unlock the house, the cops go in there and they can't find anybody. And so once they've cleared the home, they allow myself and my other real estate friend to come in and assess the situation. And what blew us away, because mind you, this woman just has a scooter. Like it's not like, and she's homeless. The cops knew who she was. They'd seen her before down by the river, and there was so much stuff in the house, but not junk, like good, like quality, like new pots and pans, new plates, new towels, new bath mats, a refrigerator full of food. And I'm thinking, how did all this happen in just 24, maybe 48 hours? How did this woman on her scooter get all this stuff in here? And around that time, a car pulls up into the driveway, and they come whipping in, and these two women pop out, and come to find out it's the homeless woman's mother and sister.
Okay.
And
the police are still there at the time?
The police are still there, and they're handling the situation, and I'm standing back, and I get to observe what's going on. And as I'm watching, I'm like, what's going on? I'm trying to put these pieces together. Like, there's all this food, there's all this new stuff. They're saying that this is her house, and she's kind of avoiding, the homeless woman is avoiding everybody else's, especially the two people who just pulled up. She's not looking at them. And at that moment, it dawned on me, oh my gosh, I know what's going on. That's her mom and her sister who just pulled up in the car. And they're the ones who bought the pots and the pans and the plates and the bath towels.
Oh, she had told them that was her house.
That she was finally getting clean.
Oh, wow.
And that she had moved and she was putting her life back together. Yeah. And so, thankfully, the law enforcement was there. They were super helpful. We're taking everything out of the house and, loading it up in the car so it's not getting ruined. Like, everybody's being very, very respectful. But it just dawned on me, like, how crazy this real estate industry is, and how many people are like going through hard times. And just the biggest takeaway though was how much people need, like, they need help. They need help. And so whether it's buying a home or it's getting clean, or you need quality people around you. Like, your tribe really determines the outcome of your life. And so I was so thankful that, that we had the cops and everybody there. And so after they left, I met with the homeowners, and, we put a game plan on how to get everything cleaned up and ready to go. The house was still in great condition because she was treating it like her own home. It was very well maintained. And that was my morning. And so I didn't get to have chocolate chip pancakes. Didn't get to have chocolate chip pancakes with Jack. But as Valerie always likes to point out, Johnny, there's a silver lining to every situation. And the silver lining is that I had a listing, or we have listings. We've taken many listings since then. We picked up an additional 6 or 7 that week, and we have business, and that we're able to provide for our families and provide for our team. And our team opened up 4 escrows later that week. And so the silver lining is, you work in this industry long enough, you're going to come across rough situations every now and then, but at least we're succeeding, because life's hard. Whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're in law enforcement, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a mom, whatever it is, life's hard. And so we get to choose our hard. And our hard was that day I had to forego chocolate chip pancakes. But the good news is the homeowner's home has been restored. Everything's great with that, and the woman's getting some help. So you didn't necessarily go over that when you were getting your real estate license. If you run into this situation, here's the procedures and what you should do. That's something you got to learn on the job, right? Yeah, that's on the job training, and it's there's 1,000 stories like that. They're all a little bit different. I'm one of these days I'll probably put together a book, but the biggest takeaway, if you're listening to this, is just like, man, it is a tough job out there being a real estate agent. People see somebody roll up in a nice car and think they have it made. But the average realtor, man, they only making like $50,000, $55,000 a year is the national average. And so what you see is sometimes not reality. When you come into somebody's home, what you see is sometimes not reality, right? Right. And so it's just having empathy and it's tough, most realtors are working weekends, like you said. Sometimes they don't get to spend as much time as they want with their family, because sometimes they're doing evening showings, right? And so it's almost like a 24/7 job. You're on call all the time in case you get a call from a client and they want to do this and you want to do that. So, and there's a lot of pressure because you don't make money until you sell a house or help someone buy a house, right? Yep. And so there's that added pressure, so you're right. A lot of realtors get a bad rap when you come across someone, and everyone doesn't realize that it is a tough job. It is a tough job, but what goes back to the tribe thing. We'll talk about this a little bit more, but essentially you need good people around. You need help when you have contract questions. You need help when you have vendors suggest problems. Like, I can't get this vendor out here. How do I get somebody out here to solve this problem? Because when somebody's buying or selling a house, Valerie, you can speak to this, that is stressful. Like, they equate it to like deaths in the family, going through divorce, and making a move is some of the more stressful things a person will go through in life. And so for me, it's just another Wednesday, or it's just another Saturday. For them, it's a huge deal. And so, anyways, chocolate chip pancake. So next time you see, I'm curious, who deals better with situations like that? Do situations like that stress you out more, or Valerie, do situations like that stress you out?
A homeless person squatting in a listing.
How would you have responded in a situation like that?
Probably a bit more stressed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did send Johnny. I was like, I'm not doing this. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm also pregnant though.
Right. True.
So what I'll say is that Valary tends to deal better with customers, like walking them through, like empathizing with them in the situation. I tend to deal better with like logistical contract, like those types of things. But Valary's very like, I don't know, she's lovely. So
It's cool. Yeah. A lot of people think, wow, I don't know how I would do working with my wife side by side, but you guys love it and you're doing great, right?
Well, I will say when it's yes.
I don't like a response that says, well,
I don't know, Gorgeous, how would you describe it?
Well, a lot of people ask us this question, and in all honesty, we started working together I'd just gotten out of college, so I don't really know any different, just to preface it that way.
Sure.
But, I think it does take time for people to figure out their groove together, like how do we be husband and wife and business partners at the same time? So, if it's like the first year or two is rough, I always tell people like, give it time. You just have to figure out your role, whose role is what.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit, like who pays the bills. And you and I looked at each other like we each said the other person did, right? But I tend to pay more business stuff and you tend to pay more of like personal life, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like utilities, groceries, things like that.
There you go.
Yep.
And Hal, here you are doing your own show together.
And now here we are doing a show together. So to answer your question, when it's great, there's nothing better. But when business is rough and stress is high, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, we're excited. It's going to be a good show. What are we talking about next?
So next, we're going to be talking about the value of your tribe and what that does and how that improves not only your quality of your experience when buying or selling a home, but also your career as a real estate agent.
All right. Awesome. He's Johnny Jennings, Valary Jennings. This is the Made for More Living show. Stick around. All right, so maybe you're listening to our conversation today and it's stirring some thoughts of you possibly selling your home, but you're thinking, man, I've got these home improvement projects that have to be done before my home is ready to be put on the market. Here's some good news. Johnny Jennings, the host of this show, and his team over at the Tom Daves Real Estate Team, they have this program to help you get those home improvement projects done, even if you don't have the time or the money. So all you got to do is go to tomdaves.com, type in your address, and bam, you'll get all that information. TomDaves.com, or you can call 855-TOM-DAVES.